So for trainees, I think the new curricula will allow them the better capacity to map their training as they progress and show improvement and attainment of skills, and giving them the confidence that as they enter their fellowship, they've attained everything required to become a well-rounded and strong clinician.
So I think the difference that the new curriculum will make for workplace training for public health medicine is primarily around helping better guide both our supervisors and our trainees in the expectations that are required of them to, I suppose, produce a successful and competent public health physician at the end of training.
The trainees, I think, are the first people to consider. It's so easy to think we know all the answers without reflecting the thinking with the trainees. And I think a good example of that is most of the people in this room that are fellows went through a system where we worked longer hours, we were disinclined to be worried about well-being. We accepted all of this as part of what you went through, and of course that's not on anymore. So there's been a big change in the way that trainees expect to interact with their supervisors.
I think the new curriculum will empower trainees, so there's a big focus on trainees taking a little bit more ownership on their own education and progression through training. I think that there will be a focus on how to incorporate training throughout workplace, usual workplace behaviour, so incorporating workplace-based assessments, regular meetings with supervisors, and I suppose seeking multimodal feedback or multi-person feedback as part of training. For the supervisors, I think it's taking more of an active role throughout the training course, but also having fewer high stakes big decisions and multiple lower stakes frequent decisions to make about the trainees' performance.
I think it will have significant differences in the way our trainees learn in the workplace. I think that because we're bringing in entrustable professional activities, which are specific tasks which can be assessed in the workplace, that it will mean that trainees will be able to on the spot learn and achieve certain competencies.
I think it will be very helpful to supervisors of training to have the competencies and the outcomes defined, so that we'll be able to show the end goals to trainees and work towards those goals together and have measurable outcomes.
Differences that the new training curriculum will make for trainees in particular are that they'll introduce a highly relevant set of requirements as far as experiences, rotations and skills that need to be developed, so that trainees are using their time as well as they possibly can in those 3 years of training. I think also there's a real desire for more feedback from trainees, and I think that the new assessments will create those opportunities between trainees and supervisors for them to gain that feedback that they desire.